You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett Land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 57 degrees, going up to a high of 77, lovely. Listen, I missed you all. I missed you. So, I had to travel last Thursday, and I had to travel yesterday, so I couldn't do the show. I wanted to do the show, but I was like, you know what? It's just going to be choppy. It's going to sound crazy. I'm not going to do the show. But I'm here this morning, and I'm happy to be back with you guys. I missed you so much. Listen. When I can't do the show, I feel some kind of way, but I'm here today. So nonetheless, had a beautiful weekend, y'all. Like beautiful. Like I spent some time in Jersey. I went to my class reunion, which was Saturday. My husband's birthday was Thursday. So, I didn't even get a chance to give him a happy birthday shout out because we were on the plane. So honey, happy belated birthday shout out here from the Good Morning Gwinnett show. Didn't get a chance to do that because we were on the plane. I think we boarded at 8 o'clock because we got there. No, we boarded at 7:24. So we were literally on the plane. We were not on the plane. We were getting off the plane by the time the show started. And I could have tried to do it. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be too choppy. But anyway, happy belated birthday. Even though we spent the birthday together, we went to the casino. He likes the casino. So do I. You know what's crazy though? I don't think I like him as much as I used to. Or unless I was just really tired. That could have been it too. I could have been just tired because we were up so early. We had to get to the airport so early. And then we had to get through the airport, which is just a hassle. Which is crazy because I forgot to renew the clear. So we can skip the line and not have to walk around. So I forgot to renew clear. So we had to do that whole walk around. And I couldn't stop to renew at the time because we were running a little bit behind. And I was like, oh my God, we got to get through this line. We got to get through this gate. So anyway, that's how the day started. But we got to the plane on time. We got to Jersey, healthy and all that good stuff. And we had a great time. I spent time with my friends. So I have 3 friends that I've been friends with for a very long time, since I was like 14 years old. So 2 of them was 14 years old and the other one was 16. And we are still friends to this day, where we talk at least once a month. And then by text probably 2 or 3 times a month. And then some of us talk every week. So, but it was really nice to see my friends. I had a wonderful time. I saw people who I hadn't seen, y'all, since I was like 18 years old. Like, that's the last time I saw their faces outside of like seeing them on Facebook. And I had one guy, his name was Lucius. He was one of our friends too. He came up, he's like, you mean to tell me y'all still thick as thieves? We were like, yes, we are. And it's cool, it's cool that I could say that I still have friends from when I was 14 years old. And trust me, they're like my sisters. And when I look at them and all three of them have sisters. I'm the only one who did not have a sister. All 3 of them have sisters. One has 2 sisters. 2 of them have 2 sisters. One of them have 1 sister and 2 brothers. And I have a brother. And so I got a chance to hang out with my brother and his friends. We were all at the reunion together. It was a great weekend. I had a lot of fun. But when I tell y'all I was exhausted, ooh, honey, I was exhausted. Every night I normally watch YouTube before I go to bed, right? Last night I was so exhausted, I didn't even watch YouTube. I said to my husband, I was tired if I didn't watch YouTube. And when I watch YouTube, I'm always watching business stuff. It's something about business, it's something about tech, because that's when I can really like stop and not feel like, okay, I got to go back to work and just watch. And so that's what I normally do. And I texted him this morning, I said, that I was tired because I did not watch YouTube last night. I was exhausted because it was just a weekend of just go. But I had a wonderful time. So shout out to all the Rough Riders, West Side Rough Riders, baby. We were in the house. It was 600 people at that reunion. Yes, I was scared to death. I was scared of COVID. Yes, I was. However, I can't say you can't say they didn't look sick because you just don't know. But, prayerfully, we all came out without getting COVID. But it was kind of spaced out, though. So even though it was so many people, it was not like we were sitting on top of each other. So my friends were actually the organizers of the events. So they're like my cousins because I've been friends with them since I was probably like 12. and they're older than I am, but they graduated from West Side as well. All three of them, they're sisters. It's so funny. So their mom and my mom was best friends. They are my mother. So their uncle is Joe Clark, like Batman from Lean On Me. Joe Clark, that was their uncle. So we were like family. So they're like my cousins. So when I walked in, it was a long line, and so one of them, her name was KK. She was sitting at the table taking in registrations for the names M through R. We got in her line, and they was like, "This M through R." I was like, "Yeah, I don't care." Like, that's casing of this. So when I got close up to her, I didn't skip the line. I just went to her line. When I got close, like, "Oh, Idris." So she gave me a big hug and everything. So when we got inside, I was like, so one of my friends, Angie, had got us a table all the way in the corner. And I was like, why she got us all the way in the back? I need to be able to see people. So the table said reserved on it. And I went to my other friend, which is KK's sister. Her name is Joanne. I call her JC. I said, JC, I was like, why we got to, who's sitting at this reserved table? She's like, that's your table. I said, the one that has reserved? And she's like, yeah. I told Angie to sit at that table. It was hilarious. So she had reserved us a table. It had reserved on the table. And we had a good table with a good view. So, it's good to have people who know you and love you, because we love each other. And they're like my cousins. And my girls are like my sisters. And I just had a great time. And, it was good to see everybody. Like Leslie, she's older than all of us. So Joanne, I call Joanne JC, which stands for Joanne Clark. I call her JC. So JC, KK, and Leslie. Leslie is the oldest. JC is the next oldest. And KK is the baby. They're sisters. And so Leslie is an MC, y'all. She is the best MC ever. Like, she is the best MC ever. So she MC'd the event. But what she said was, girl, I'm retiring. She's retiring. She's like, I got to talk to you because I'm ready to go full speed into the business. So she has been doing business since I was a kid. She's way older than I am. She's been doing business since I was a kid. And I remember the first time, she has a nonprofit. And I remember the first time I ever kind of really got a sense of what business looked like. And now we were in the hood. Don't get it twisted. Her business was in the hood. We love, Newark is the hood. It's still a hood, y'all. It's still a hood. But her goal was to help youth in the inner city, which was you. She wrote a book called The Inner City Cries of a Child, I think it was. I got the book somewhere. But her goal was to help inner city youth. And the city of Newark gave her a house for $1. Let me say that again. The city of Newark gave her a house for $1 for her to open up a youth center. I thought that was amazing. And I was young at the time. Like, I had no idea what was going on. But she said to me, I'm going to call you because I'm ready to retire and I'm ready to go full speed ahead in this business thing. Everybody who knows me know I love business. And so they always reach out. So I'm looking forward to helping her follow her dreams finally. Like, she can retire and actually follow the dream. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I had a wonderful time. A wonderful, wonderful time. Just wonderful time. I got a chance. So I was telling somebody, they said, so what do you do? So they was like, the last time we heard you do something, it was like you invented these dolls. I was like, man, that was 20 something years ago. They said, what do you do now? I said, well, I have my own marketing agency and I'm the president of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce. They was like, oh, okay. Now what was interesting, one of my friends said, I'm just a working girl. As if that's a good thing, because somebody's not even that. So one of my friends is a teacher. The other one has a business like me. She has a decorating business. Like, she decorates really pretty. Like, she did my daughter's Sweet 16 because I suck at decorating. You probably have heard me say that plenty of times. I'm not good at decorating, but she's really good at decorating. So she decorates and make everything looks really, really pretty. She has a decorating business, and she makes like candy pops and chocolate covered strawberries and all kind of little knick-knack and favors, and she does all that stuff, and it comes out beautiful. The thing about that is she has the patience to do those things. To me, they're extremely tedious, which I don't like to do, so I don't bother with that. But anyway, she has a business. My other friend has been working in pharmaceutical for probably since 1997. So where are we now? 26 years. And my other friend is a teacher. So she's the one, which makes sense, because she's the one when we were in high school, we would be talking and using slang and just using words that didn't make sense. And she would be walking down the street correcting our grammar. Like, come on, for real. We used to call her walking dictionary. How you can see, like, it helped me a little bit, not very much. Anyway, I had a wonderful time. Shout out to all the Rough Riders in Newark, New Jersey. On the bricks, baby, on the bricks. We had a wonderful time. We were deep. Now, the class of 85, oh yeah, we were deep up in the house. Like, the classes started from 1959 all the way to 2023. We were the class of 85. Our class was in the house. We showed up. So, it was nice. All right, let me keep this train rolling. Listen, it is April, y'all. Yes, it is. It is April the 4th. It is Tuesday. April 4th is also Talk Business Tuesday. And I'm going to talk a little bit about business in a little while. But it's also National Hug a News Person Day. Now, here's the thing. It's National Hug a News Person Day. But don't walk up on nobody and be like, listen, I want to hug you. They might think something's wrong with you. So let them know that, hey, it's National Hug a News Person Day. So I just wanted to give you a hug. It's also 404 Day. I don't know what that is, but it's 404 Day. Discover National Parks Fortnight. Yep, Discover National Parks Fortnight. International Day of Landmine Awareness and Assistance and Mine Action. Okay, that sounds very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. International Carrot Day. Let me tell y'all something. I went to a restaurant on Sunday because we had a very long weekend. We went to have lunch or brunch. It was a brunch. We went to have brunch at a restaurant called Harold's, and I think it was in Edison. And they had this pastrami sandwich that had about 3 pounds of meat on it. It was crazy. It was so much. Mine had about 2 pounds. Two of my friends, mine and one of my friends, we had about 2 pounds. And then two of my other friends had about 3 pounds. The sandwich was humongous. So their sandwich cost $44. Yes, for a sandwich. But it had that much meat. And they brought them out like 8 slices of bread. So because at first I was like, well, why in the world would I want to spend this kind of money on a sandwich? Well, it made sense because you get so much meat on a sandwich. One sandwich could feed 8 people. So anyway, I went there, but they had this salad, this pickled salad, had carrots and lettuce. That thing was so good, y'all. I ate more than that than I did my sandwich. It was really good. Because I had never had pickled carrots before. I had never had pickled salad before. That was really good to me. And I was like, I got to figure out how to make that. But anyway, it's International Carrot Day. It's also Holy Tuesday. It's International Day for Mine Awareness. I said that already. It's Jeep 4x4 Day. Yes, Jeep 4x4 Day. Yes, it is. National School Librarian Day. Show your school librarian some love because she does that job because she loves books. And she loves education. I could have been a librarian. Because I like books just like that. National Dylan Day. I don't know. Maybe your name is Dylan. Shout out to you. National Cordon Bleu Day. That sounds delicious because I'm hungry. National Walk Around Things Day. I have no idea what that is. Just walk around some things. National Vitamin C Day. That's a reminder for me to take my vitamin C, which I did not take today. National Sexual Assault Awareness Month Day of Action. That's a lot, but that's what we need. Sam Day of Action. Yep. Tell a Lie Day. No. We're not going to embrace that day. We will not embrace that day because people tell enough lies on regular days. We don't need to have a day where you tell lies. Tell a Lie Day is one of those times. No, don't tell no lies. Senegal Independence Day. Victims of Violence Holy Day. World Rat Day. World Rat Day. Shout out to all the rats out there. The real rats and the people rats. Daniel Larry's birthday. Happy birthday, Daniel Larry. Jill Scott. Shout out to Jill Scott. Happy birthday, darling. She's so beautiful, y'all. I just think Jill is so beautiful and so talented. Grumpy Cat's birthday. Somebody got a cat named Grumpy. Today is his birthday. Eric Andrews' birthday. Happy birthday, Eric Andrews. Oh, Maya Angelou's birthday. Happy birthday, Maya Angelou, all the way into heaven. And Robert Downey Jr.'s birthday. Happy birthday, Robert Downey Jr. All right, that's all the national holidays and birthdays I got for you today. Let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thorson for today, Tuesday, April the 4th. Yes, it is. We're going to kick this thing off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Entertainment should include your whole family. Attend to things that you should have done yesterday. Limitations at work might set you back. Listen, you procrastinated yesterday. Now you got to do the work today. Do what you should have did yesterday today. Go ahead and get it done, or else you're going to have to do it tomorrow. So stop putting off today what you can do tomorrow. Do it today. All right? All right. Entertainment, include the whole family, not just some of the family, everybody. I know you probably don't want some people to go with you, Aries. I understand. However, to make it, keep peace at the house, you will include everybody. Okay? Okay. Taurus, it's doubtful that anyone will try to stand in your way or cut you off at the pass today. Your best efforts will come through hard work. Talk to your mate about your vacation and discuss the expectations of your relationship. All right, sometimes Taurus just need to get away so you can think things through and talk things out. It's like great therapy. You got to get from inside of your environment. It's pretty cool to leave your environment, because when you do that, it gives you the opportunity to look at things a little bit differently, and you're not distracted by your surroundings. It gives you the opportunities to step outside of your comfort zone, to step outside of your environment, so you can see things in a different light. So talk to your mate about that vacation, and then you can have some time outside of your home environment or your current environment to discuss the expectations of the relationship. All right? Gemini, help an older member with a problem they face. Make sure that you have covered yourself legally and try not to let your temper get out of hand. This is a turning point. This is going to be a turning point for you, Gemini. You know, you've had a lot of things going on. Some things went well, some things did not. Today is a turning point, and I hope it's a turning point for the better. Cancers, favors will be offered readily. Strength will come from your ability to overtake just about anyone. Be diplomatic but steam. Okay, I'm sure that's supposed to say stern, but it could say stern. Look like the R and the M is coming together. All right, look, people are gonna be offering you favors, right? So here's the thing, Cancer. I know people, when people start just offering you stuff, the first thing we think, what is it that they want, right? And I know it may be just something you put out in the universe. Now it's coming back to you. So think about it that way. Don't think that they're coming to you because they want something. It's all the goodness that you put out into the universe, Cancer. Now it's coming back to you there, because we can get very like, wait a minute. Why you want to do that for me? Why are you giving me that? Why are you offering me that? Because, you know, that's just the nature of people. Like, we think people give something for nothing. It's like there's a reason behind it. The reason is, Cancer, is that you probably put out good stuff in the universe, and now it's time for your harvest. That's all. Leo, you are best to do something energetic with friends instead. This is not the best time to take a risk, to gamble or spend money you really can't afford to part with. Entertainment should include the whole family or a lot of your friends. Okay, there you go. You got to include the whole family, just like Aries. That sounds like a lot of fun. So my husband, I told you guys, we went to the casino, and I really I had $20 in my wallet. It was for him. I was exhausted. And I did play a little bit. I had $20, and I played off of that $120 probably for 2 hours. He plays a lot, but it was his birthday, and we have the birthday club, so he had all his birthday money, so he was straight. He did win, though. He won like $352, but he put most of it back. It was hilarious. Like, I could have broken even. He put it back. He's a gambler, so we had a good time. But for you today, Leo, don't do it. I just had to tell you that story. Do not gamble today. It's not the best day for you. Don't take that risk. Not today. All right, Leo? Virgo, you may feel a need to make changes to your legal documents. You will find that superiors may not see situations as you do. Nothing can be resolved if you don't want to talk about it. Okay, Virgo, y'all hear me say this all the time, and I'm not going to be a broken record today. Just because you ignore it does not mean that it goes away. It stays there. So if you don't talk about it, it's going to stay right there and become a big mess that's going to blow up in your face. Talk about it. At least you know that you tried to solve the situation. That's all. Just talk about it. All right? All right. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thiessen. Stay tuned.
East Coast, always in me, Commonwealth, Lil Jon, getting love from my city, yeah. I roll call for the DMV. In my own lane, you could still ride with me, yeah.
Lord knows I made mistakes.
You want in, but it's too late.
I don't need your support, just to know I'm important.
I will never sell myself short, cause I know you see me on the come up. Big girl with big dreams and big drip. Talk is cheap, but please dare me to run up. I'ma put my money where my mouth is. Talk a good game, I'm an alphabet. Even on my worst days, still an alphabet. Standing next to me, you gotta be an alphabet. 8 ball in your pocket, I'm your alphabet. Alphabet, babe.
Never really fit in, always felt like an alien.
I be in my own space of mind, making boss moves in my own time, and I
Write my own rhymes.
find me all alone. I'm on the road. I had to take a couple hits, a couple stones, but targets I don't ever miss. They wanna know.
It's not to be me.
Let me give you this game for free. Know you
It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the Daily Horoscopes, brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. If you can work at home, do so. This is a great day to spend with your family. Your determination and sheer desire to do your own thing will be successful. All right, listen, you got to do determination. Speaking of determination, I'm going to tell y'all about a challenge that we're having at the GWC, which stands for the Gwinnett Women's Chamber, in a few minutes. But let's keep these horoscopes going. Listen, you can do it, Libra, but you gotta have that sheer, you gotta have that determination and the desire to make it happen. A lot of times when things don't happen in your life, it's because you're confused. You don't know what you want to do. You're just not determined. And when you're not determined, it's because you don't know what you want to do, or you are afraid. Okay, you are afraid. Scorpio, you may have been too agreeable to someone who just wanted to use you. You may find that someone you live with is not too happy, but you can't really do anything about that right now. Okay, Scorpio, you may find yourself caught in a triangle. You got a lot of going on. Listen, Scorpio, you need to take a minute for yourself to figure out all your stuff, because you got a lot going on. You got a situation at home that the person's not too happy. Maybe that's because you're in a triangle. You're in a throuple. Okay, are you in a throuple? That means three in a couple, throuple. I heard that somewhere. I thought that was pretty funny. Listen, you got a lot going on. You've been too agreeable with other folks. You need to, Scorpio, take a day. Take a minute. Matter of fact, take two, so you can find yourself, so you can get out of the mess that you're in right now. All right? Sagittarius, you will be able to get to the bottom of things today. Don't get involved in joint financial ventures. Don't jump too quickly if someone tries to make you join in on their crusade. All right, look. Take a minute for yourself. Stop jumping into everything so quickly, Sagittarius. Don't do that today. In the meantime, do not get involved in joint financial ventures. Not until you figure out all the details, all right? Not until you read all the fine print, all right? You don't want to get into a joint venture that you don't know anything about just because it sounds good, because everything that sounds good is not good. Everything that looks good is not good. All that glitter is not gold, all right? All right. Capricorn, you may find that your family responsibilities are piling up. An older member of your family may have left you with a pressing situation. Pamper yourself. The self-esteem it brings will be most gratifying. Listen, take care of yourself, Cap. You take care of everybody else. Take care of yourself. Your responsibilities are piling up. I get it. Clean your house and then take care of yourself. All right. Now, this older family member, they done left you with some pressing situations. You need to figure out how to do that. So here's what I would say. Clean your house first. Clean the house first. Then go pamper yourself. Then come back, because now you'll be able to deal with this pressing situation better, because you have taken the time for yourself so you can think and renew and rejuvenate. All right. Aquarius, you can get a promotion if you put in a little extra detail. Try not to be so demonstrative. Your relationship appears to be stressed out and depleted. Ooh, why, Aquarius? What's going on there? Okay, all right, here's the thing. If your relationship is stressed out and seems depleted and you care, you might want to try to fix it. Now, if you don't care, I would say go ahead and about your business. But if you care about the relationship, take a minute to figure out what's wrong with it. Now, what I can tell you, if you're in a relationship with somebody who hates talking about real life, that's going to be a problem. You might want to just go ahead and step out, because some people will avoid relationship talk at all costs. If they have to talk about something serious that pertains to life, they would rather just bury their heads in the sand and just go about their day and forget about life. You can't do that. So what happens is, Aquarius, what normally happens is, if you're in a relationship with the person who is deathly afraid of talking about relationship issues, you're going to resent that person in the long run. If they don't talk to you, you're going to resent them, then you're going to do bad things. You don't want to do that. So if it appears that your relationship is stressed out and depleted, talk about it. You can't think that if you don't talk about it, it's going to go away, it's going to change. It's not going to go away, and it's not going to change. That person is going to resent you. They're probably going to cheat on you. They're probably going to leave you, because they have been trying to talk about your life together for a very long time. Now you come to the point where the relationship is just totally stressed out and your mate is feeling depleted. They're probably going to leave you, even if they don't say anything, because here's the thing, they've tried to talk to you. So talk to them, Aquarius. Talk to them. Some people just hate to talk, y'all. And it's crazy. I don't even know how to get through life without having serious life conversations. Like, that is a crazy thing. I personally, I cannot go through life without having serious life conversations. Like it drains you when you do that. So Aquarius, you might want to handle that. Pisces, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. You must be careful not to reveal secrets or get involved in gossip. Okay, listen, fish, we ain't got time for that. If you try to manipulate emotional situations, you will find yourself alienated. There are ways of making extra cash if you put your mind to it. Listen, I can get on this all day. All right, but we're going to stop right there. All right, so listen, extra cash. You know I talk about this all the time. It's so many ways, y'all. It's just so many ways to make extra cash. You can do events. I can tell you right now, at the reunion this past weekend, there were 2 vendors at the reunion. When I tell you they sold up some stuff, oh yeah, they sold up some t-shirts and mugs. They sold up some stuff. That was a nice piece of change for the first of the month. So the event was on the first. So check this out. People had to pay their mortgage and rent. They attended an event. Yes, now they got the rent money. Now they got the mortgage money. Yes, they got the bill money. You can, listen, there are so many ways to make extra money. Become a mobile notary. Start your print-on-demand business. Start your business where you can go vend and meet people. But do something. You can make the extra cash, fish. It's out there to be made. It really is. You just have, here's the thing though. You got to be committed to making the money. That's all. That's what I'm going to say. You got to be committed to making the money. If you're not committed, the money will not come. It just won't. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Today is Talk Business Tuesday, and I got a brief business update. But before I do that, I just want to give a quick piece of news. Gwinnett officials urge caution after a raccoon in Beaufort area tested positive for rabies. Raccoons will fight you. So listen, if you know that you have been around, if you got raccoons in your area, do not walk up on a raccoon. As a matter of fact, you might want to run because they will chase you. So there has been a raccoon that has tested positive in Beaufort for rabies, right? Rabies, which is a virus that attacks the central nervous system, is fatal to humans. In most cases, if they get it, and the county official said it's easy for a human to get it if they encounter a rabid animal. So do not walk up on any animals. I don't care what it is. I don't care how cute it looks. I ain't walking up on nothing. If I see something strange, and if I see any animal coming my way, I'm running. So run. And do not let the raccoon bite you. So right now you got foxes, raccoon, and other wild animals. They carry rabies, and so you want to be careful about that. So there has been a raccoon spotted in Beaufort. Just want to give you that. All right, I want to talk business for a second. So you know that I am the president of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, and one of the things that I'm excited about, we had a discussion yesterday, is our $1 million challenge. So we have a lot of events. If you don't know what the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce is, go to Gwinnett. That's GWINNETT. Women's Chamber.com, GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. Women has an S on the end, Women'sChamber.com, and you can find out more information about us. You don't have to live in Gwinnett County to be a part of our community. We welcome women in business because sometimes we know that you just need to be in a group of nurturing people that support what you're doing. So we invite you to become a member. You can do that by going to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. But yesterday we started an initiative for all the women in the chamber who want to participate to push to take their business to $1 million in the next 12 months. And it was so funny because one of the young ladies said, "Oh, you are stretching me." But here's the thing. Sometimes you need somebody to stretch you, right? Now, if your goal is not to make $1 million in your business, then this won't be for you. But if you are thinking about, I really want to do this, or if you don't even see how it's possible, you want to join us, because this one young lady is a member of the chamber. She is a founding partner of the chamber. And when I said it, she's like, "Yeah, I don't see how that's going to work for me." So in a 3-minute conversation, I took her from, I don't see how that's going to work for me. And the reason she said that is because she's a tax preparer, and she could not see how she could literally make $1 million being a tax preparer. So I had to give her a new way of thinking about things. And once we did that, she's like, "Oh, now I can see it." So even if you thinking my business can't do $1 million, your business could definitely do $1 million. Right? You just have to have the right product or service to make that happen. So if you are out there listening to me right now and you want to be a part of the Gwinnett Women's Chamber, go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. And we're doing some great things. Also, this coming Friday, if you are local here in Gwinnett County, we're having our First Friday meetup this Friday. I'm looking forward to that. We're going to be at the Cosmos Pizza and Social located at 144 East Krogan Street. Come out, join us. It's free. It's open. Mingle with the other ladies. Have some fun. Let's eat some pizza. Drink your cocktail. Whatever you want to do is there. We're going to be at Cosmos Pizza and Social, and I love that. I'm always there. My husband and I were just there a couple of weeks ago. We had pizza. We played trivia. It's a fun night. First Friday, Gwinnett, GWC First Friday is happening this Friday, and we're going to be at the Cosmos Pizza and Social located at 144 East Krogan Street. Here's the thing. If you are not a member, but you got questions and you want to become a member, this is an opportunity for you to meet some of our members. This is an opportunity for you to meet myself and Georgette. Georgette is the vice president. I'm the president. We're very touchable. Now, some people have told us not to be, but we are. We're very touchable, and we want to hear from you. We want you to come out and be a part of this. Now, second thing I want to announce, if you want to learn how to start a podcast, I am doing a training this coming Saturday. It is, go to podcastuniversity.training, podcastuniversity.training. It's going to happen this Saturday. This is a great opportunity for you to learn how to start a podcast, especially if you are in business, because you want to create as much exposure as possible for your business. And being a podcaster is a great way to do that. And I will talk to you about how to do this even when you don't have a lot of time. So you may be thinking, Audrey, I don't have a lot of time. How am I going to do a podcast? I'm going to tell you how, but you want to be in the class. It's virtual. You can be anywhere in the world and take the class. Go to podcastuniversity.training, because your brand, in order to build it, you have to get your name out there. So this is going to be a great opportunity for you to do that. So do that. If you're thinking about starting your business, right, I want you to think about the brand at the beginning, right? What does that look like? And the reason, what made me decide I want to talk about this briefly for a minute was because I was working with a client and they were trying to figure out what they wanted to do. And I said, think about the brand first, like, because you can pigeonhole yourself into a brand and then you have to try to figure out how to get around it because you want to do other things, how to, add to it to make it make sense. You don't want it to seem like it's some other kind of thing that you're not doing. So it's a lot that goes into that. So I said all that to say, think about your brand first. Don't pigeonhole yourself into one thing if you know you are multi-passionate. Create a brand that can encompass everything that you are right from the gate. Because later on, now you're trying to figure out how to do this other thing that you really like, how to do this other thing that you really like, and you can't figure it out because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fit together. Now you're going to have to start a whole new business, right? I feel like I'm kind of rambling. I may be all over the place this morning, but I'm glad to be back. I've been off the game for a couple of days. I'm glad to be back. But anyway, think about your brand. Think about the long term of your brand. If it's one thing, then it's one thing. But if you're multi-passionate and you like doing 3 other things, think about what the brand needs to be for you to encompass and incorporate all of those things, and so they make sense together. Right? I have a client. She's a friend now. She was a client, but she has a lot of things that she liked to do. And once she coached with me for about 3 or 4 months. And once we coached, I was able to show her how to pull it all together under one umbrella for it to make sense. Now it's going to be a great brand. Like, it's a great, great brand. We pulled it all together. It makes sense. And she's excited. And she's really doing great things. And she's moving forward. So, okay, I got to go. That's all I got for you today. I'm going to go to my last song. And then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Before the fire was on my head.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.